Hi everyone and welcome to week 6. For this week, I wanted to show you what some of the resources we have available and review some of the concepts with you. For this week, you have your lesson 6 reading assignment, chapter 9 and chapter 10. And this week we're going to be looking at monopolies, monopolistic competition, and oligopolies. When you look at monopolies, you'll notice they're a market structure that is classified as a price maker. And they're forced to take the market price. They set the market price. Monopolies are government regulated, and you'll notice that they have a lot of power because they're able to form the best possible good or service to an economy. Examples of monopolies that you'll find are your utility company, your trash pickup, your phone company, your electricity company, and all of those are regulated by the government. And given that they're regulated by the government, you can't force prices to be that high. Now, monopolistic competition is a little bit different. They're looking at many firms in a market, and these many firms in the market are focused on selling products that are slightly different. And given that the products are slightly different, they can charge a different price. Oligopolies, a little bit different. When you look at oligopolies, you're looking at a market structure that has few firms, and the few firms that they have, they're watching each other. And that's a key thing to this market structure. And when we look at these non-barriers, or these barriers to entry in monopolistic, they can differentiate themselves in different ways. And the reason why they can differentiate themselves is because of the role of advertising and marketing. So they use advertising, packaging, product development, better service rather than prices. And when you look at monopolistically competitive firms, they're not a price maker because they have to charge the price that they're willing to charge. When you look at demand curve of a monopoly, let me see if I can, if you look at the demand curve of a monopoly, you're going to be looking at a demand curve that's always greater than marginal revenue. With perfect competition, it was a little bit different. Examples of monopolistically competitive firms: grocery stores, hair salons, fast food restaurants. All of those are going to be facing a lot of competition, which creates a lot of challenges. Now, how does a firm decide what to charge in the market? Firms decide what to charge in the market. It's based on MR equals MC. And that is a very important point of analysis. If you look right here, this is where profits are determined. Wherever marginal revenue equals marginal cost, you draw a line straight up to the demand curve, and you look to see what price am I charging and what is the ATC at. So this is the price we charge in the market, $20, and then 15, or let's say 13, is the price we make it at. So that's a good thing. Now, in markets that have losses that are being made, you'll notice that if losses are present in a market, firms will want to leave the market. They won't want to keep in the market with these losses. And that creates a lot of challenges sometimes, because all of these firms exiting or exiting the market will create fluctuations in the market prices. Now, new firms enter, which causes the demand curve to decrease of the firm. Firms increase advertising expenses to gain a market share. Their LRAC, their cost, increase, and then that reduces their profit. So it's always a chain reaction in all of these. So when you look right here, this is a monopolistically competitive firm in the long run. You'll notice in the long run that the price that they charge is the price that they make it at. That is called break even, and break even is very important. When they look at this break even analysis, you're focusing on, okay, even though I'm breaking even, I'm still able, the owner is still making money in his pocket because he has his money in terms of the investment that he has. It's still in calculation, so that's key to evaluate. So these are some of the topics that we're going to be covering for this week. So for this week, you have the week 6 discussion and quiz number 5. But I look forward to your effort this week.